Good morning, Illini. It's Friday, December 7th, and we're so glad you could join us.
Finals and winter break are right around the corner, and it's the last episode of the semester, so let's check out what we have on the show today.
On today's show, we learn about what U of I students like most about the snow and the season.
Spend time with the family, make some memories, hot cocoa.
And say goodbye to the past semester of GMI.
Plus, we hear a Christmas tune from a local singer.
So let's get this started.
Good morning, Illini. Well, good morning, Illini. It has been a tough last week for a lot of us because it's been so cold. Finals are coming up. How have you been doing?
I'm not well, if we're going to be honest, but if we're lying, I'm going to say I've been doing really great. Trying to get a lot of studying done for finals.
Yeah, trying to. I know I keep wanting to get out, get to the library, and then I walk outside my door and it's freezing.
It's a little too cold for me. Oh,
I know, exactly.
How do you think you're going to do when you're going abroad next semester?
I know, so it's like weird that I think I got to make the most of, last week here because I won't be back until next fall. That's so weird. As like a senior, that's so weird.
Sad.
But you'll still be here.
I will. I'll still be here next semester for all you GMIers.
But
we have plenty on the show for you today, and we'd like to start our show out with the Daily Chat.
Yes.
Our friends at the Daily Illini have covered plenty throughout the week.
So we're going to talk about a few of the top stories happening on campus this week. So first of all is that the university dining halls will not be serving any romaine lettuce until the spring semester. And that's due to the E. coli outbreak that was on November 26th. This has no severe effect on inventory according to the housing. And this has been an issue not just with the housing here at U of I, but I know a lot of other restaurants have also had a lot of, they haven't been bringing lettuce into the restaurants, but I hear that might be coming back. So have you heard anything about this too?
I have actually. I was a little terrified. It was a week ago, and I ordered a Chipotle burrito bowl, and I ordered lettuce, and I think it was romaine. I'm kind of a lettuce connoisseur, but I got romaine on my burrito bowl, and I'm glad I didn't get E. coli, but I guess it must be good. So.
I guess you said it here, folks.
So I guess it really isn't that serious. But anyways, our next story, Willard Airport has launched a Fly CU program to encourage businesses, along with school students, to pledge to check Willard's travel options before checking other options like in Chicago, like at O'Hare or Midway. So it's potentially more convenient for students and faculty and businesses to get to Chicago rather than driving there or driving all the way up to Chicago for an airport. So
kind of make the commute wherever they're going a little more convenient. I mean, it's right here. I think people should be taking advantage of this local airport. People don't really realize and just go straight to O'Hare. So
yeah,
really
for sure.
Interesting.
It's a lot more convenient. But.
Exactly. Well, really exciting is that our third story is that the volleyball team, women's volleyball, is in the NCAA tournament, and they will be returning to Hupp Hall today as they compete for their spot in Saturday's Elite Eight, and they advanced after beating Eastern Michigan and Louisville.
And that happens in just like 30 minutes.
Yes, they'll be facing Marquette today, which is super exciting. So not too far, not too big of a commute for them, But it should be really interesting. I got to see the games before, the Louisville and Eastern Michigan, and these girls are incredible. So really, if you can make it out there, it's just a great thing to do in the weekends, It's just a great thing to support the school.
Support your Illini, and of course, thank you to our friends at the Daily Illini.
Yes.
For more on these stories and others, you can go to www.dailyillini.com.
Yes, well, we had our first major snowfall of the season on campus this week.
Oh, yes, we did. And our own Maddie Rice and Sammy St. Ledger hit the streets for the last time this semester in this week's Iowa Question.
Good morning, Illini. I'm Maddie Rice.
And I'm Sammy St. Ledger, and it is the holiday season here on campus.
That's right. It is a brisk one today. The first real snow. I'm really excited to see what everyone's doing to celebrate.
Let's get started. What are your plans for the holidays?
Just spend time with my friends and family back home, you know, just enjoy the Christmas season.
Oh my goodness, let me tell you. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna go to South America to go see my family. Warm weather, really excited. And just, you know, spend time with the family, make some memories, hot cocoa.
I personally am just hanging out with family, like, you know, got to see the mom and pops and my brother, so that's about it, yeah.
I'm doing the same, except I live in California, so I'm heading back home for Christmas.
Wow.
It's gonna be nice. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite holiday song?
My favorite holiday song is Jingle Bells.
All I want for Christmas is you. Mariah Carey. All I want for Christmas is you.
Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
Yes.
That or Silent Night.
Anything by Michael Bublé, honestly, that's all I care about.
I literally could not agree more.
You know, I'm a big fan of, I believe it's called The Little Drummer Boy. That song slaps.
I'm gonna get on my soapbox for a second. Everyone loves Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Guys, where is the Bing Crosby? Where is the Frank Sinatra? That is Christmas. Have you ever had a favorite Christmas gift?
You know, when I was like 5 years old, I got a baseball glove. That was really cool, and that like sparked my baseball career. And ever since I've loved baseball.
You got Heelys?
I got Heelys when I was like 9. Thought they were so cool.
That's amazing. Did you like break a bone or anything? In your
Yeah, I
Heelys?
fell in Home Depot and Costco, so then I got them taken away because I wiped out.
Do you have a favorite Christmas movie?
The Grinch.
Good. That's actually a fan favorite today.
The Grinch. I could watch The Grinch probably every day. I'm not gonna lie.
Elf, I do watch it every day.
Elf, for sure.
I was also gonna say Elf.
Well, actually, my favorite Christmas movie is it A Year Without a Santa Claus? Because I love that's one with Heat Miser and Snow Miser. Mr. 101. But friends call me Miser. Whatever I touch starts to melt in my clutch. I'm too much.
Well, while U of I students celebrated the snow this week, tragedy struck in other parts of the state. Parts of central Illinois, like Taylorville, were impacted by tornadoes earlier this week. Our UI7 news correspondent, Andrea Flores, was on the scene seeing the devastation caused by the disaster.
Good morning, Illini. I'm Andrea Flores, your UI7 news correspondent. I am here in Taylorville, Illinois, where just this past weekend an EF3 tornado passed through here, and as you can see behind me, the damage speaks for itself. Much in the tornado's path was destroyed. Downed trees, shredded insulation, and lost toys are some of the remnants that litter Taylorville roads after Saturday's storm. Home of the tornadoes, this small city isn't a stranger to the occasional twister. But Fire Captain Ron Smith says something about this storm felt different.
We always seem to dodge a bullet, but for some reason everybody had the feeling something was going to happen that night, and we were all prepared. And like I said, everybody thought that for once, and nobody's ever thought of it that way before.
The fire department blew their alarms twice that evening, which they don't normally do. They believe it's made all the difference, as thankfully no one died that night. The second alarm may have saved one woman and her daughter. Resident Margaret Chester is deaf, and her sister Sue Hogue describes that her family was very fortunate during that storm.
The first alarm went off, and then it stopped, and then so they thought, oh, it's just another false alarm. So my sister was downstairs, my niece was upstairs, and she heard it coming. She heard the roar. So she was able to go downstairs and get my sister and their pets and get them to the basement just in time.
One downside for the family, they just moved to Taylorville last year.
They really just got settled in here. So now they've got to start all over with that.
But despite this, Sue remains positive. Even though her sister's home has some damage, it's still structurally sound, which unfortunately, some of her neighbors weren't as lucky. City officials say that reconstruction and cleanup can take weeks, if not months. In Taylorville, for Good Morning Illini, I'm Andrea Flores.
Well, good morning, Illini. We've got a lot of weather to talk to you about today. Malik, how have you been doing with this cold?
You know, it's been a little cold, and I was kind of disappointed because the snow fell, and I was like, ooh, pretty snow, and I ran outside, and I slipped and fell down on my stairs.
It's such a Malik thing to do.
It really is.
I can just see.
It should be in the Malik reel.
And with all this cold weather, what is your favorite thing to like warm up with? You know, like you come inside and you sit down. What do you like? Do you drink something? Do you eat something? What's your favorite?
You know, when I come in from the cold, I sit there and I'm like, you know, I'm shivering, and it's just really cold, and I don't know what to do. And I look, and there it is, cold cocoa.
Cold?
Cold cocoa.
So, update, Malik is actually crazy, if we didn't already know this. So while Malik drinks his cold, hot cocoa, because that makes so much sense, we'll give you a little bit of rundown for your weather for this weekend. Throughout the weekend, it's going to be pretty dry, not a lot of snow whatsoever, but those cold temperatures are definitely here to stay. But enjoy that sun while it's out there, especially today and a little bit on Saturday and Sunday. It's a great day to spend your morning at the Illinois volleyball game. Are you going to go, Malik?
I don't know. I mean, as long as there's no more ice outside, I might be able to. But if there's ice, I might be slipping and sliding my way to Huff Hall. So we'll see.
Malik doesn't step outside of any building if it's like...
I need the heat miser to come through, you know, melt some of this ice for me, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, enjoy this cold weather, but all that sunshine out there, and we'll throw it back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, so Becca, how disappointing was it this morning when you go outside and you see all of that ice on top of your car and you're like, I have to scrape that off right now.
And you like forget about it, and you don't have, you know, it's not going through your head, and you got all this time in your hand. It's just, it's a mess.
It is a mess.
But it's pretty.
It is really pretty. I'll give it that.
Give you something.
It is something. It's really pretty outside, but yeah, I also slipped as well, so I feel victimized by the ice.
And I picked up Madeline today, and she took a little tumble too, so it's fine.
We're not doing well with that, but after the break, we hear some holiday jokes in Charlotte's Take.
Yes, and we'll look back on our top moments from this semester.
Plus, we'll hear from a local singer. Stay with us, and Good Morning Illini.
Hey guys, how are you today? Good. I'm here to talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I groomed the Halo world to life. Is that you? That is me. I wasn't a math genius, and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things.
I want your job.
I want you to have my job.
Red shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt, oops. Yellow pants, red pants, green pants, oops.
Oh, sweetie. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back, and I'm here with this week's edition of ILL Tell You What's Cooking. Taylor, what are we cooking this week?
So this week I figured we'd focus on some Christmas candy, and one of my favorites growing up was peppermint bark, and so I'm going to show you how to make that today. Right. So what you're going to need is some peppermint oil, some candy canes, and then some vanilla almond bark. You're going to want to take 3 to 4 chunks of almond bark. So they do this kind of They put it in these blocks. Be careful when you're cutting these apart. It's not very easy, and don't cut any fingers off.
Right.
But you're going to want to melt that down into the microwave, stirring it every 30 seconds because chocolate burns super quick. So you don't want to cook it for too long. So I've already got that here. So we're going to go ahead and work on the other steps. So then you're going to take a couple of drops of peppermint oil. So this is available in usually the wedding cake aisle. If it's a regular grocery store, or like Hobby Lobby or Michael's would have it in just a candy aisle, because some stores have that. So I like to do about 2 to 3 drops of peppermint oil into the chocolate. And you'll know that it's good because you'll instantly start smelling it once it hits that warm chocolate. And it'll smell like an Andes mint. So if you want to stir that up.
I'll do that for you.
So then we're going to take some candy canes. Now, when I was little, my mom tortured us. They actually sell candy canes in big like rods. And she would have us break this thick rod crush it up into little bite-sized peppermints.
Wow.
And I think that she was like really just like, how can I get back at my kids?
No. Well, it's a real character building activity.
Yeah, for sure. No, I love my mom so much, but it's definitely easier to use small candy canes or regular sized candy canes instead of those big candy cane rods. So the easiest way that I can say to make the candy canes up is to put a plate over it and crush it up. So we're going to pour that in.
I think just total time-wise, how long does it take you to make this?
It's super easy, and now that it's cold outside, once you put it on the wax paper, if you want to like put it on a cookie sheet and set it outside for a couple minutes, it'll set up in a minute. Like it's so easy. So once you have everything mixed in there, you want to make sure you get all that peppermint oil and all the candy canes mixed in there. We're going to pour it onto wax paper. So I'll hold it up, and if you want to scrape it out.
Will do, partner.
And we can spread it out once it's done. So just make
Look
sure it's
at
scraped off the sides.
There it is.
So it's really fun. And as a child, I just remember helping my mom. This was one of them that she like trusted that I could actually do. So and I love peppermint. You can also do this with spearmint and have like red and green peppermint bark for, if you're celebrating Christmas.
Sure.
So then you're going to want to spread it around. So what do you think? Does it smell good?
It smells really good.
Are you a peppermint fan?
You know what? I really like the smell, but taste-wise, I'm a little bit indifferent. Thank you so much for that, Taylor. And do you mind if I tried some?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so we just kind of break it apart so it looks like almost like tree bark, and that's where it gets the peppermint bark.
Nice.
So we want to try it?
Cheers. Thank you so much for that, Taylor. And let's see what Madeline's doing over on the other set.
Well, thank you so much. Everything looked so amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on it after the show. Well, next up, our very own Charlotte Elfenbaum tells us some jokes to finish off the year.
Hello, Illini friends. I am back and barely surviving, as ever. But it's fine. Do not worry. I am fine. I have a group project presentation today at 3, swag, a final performance where I have to sing 2 songs that I am not sure I have memorized or even know, shazoom zam, and I have 2 finals on December 14th, bling plow. And that is just things I still have to do. That does not include everything I have already done. I have no tips or tricks to help you get through this, because if I were a boat right now, my name would be Titanic. I have officially sunk to my wit's end, and I too would probably not share the easily shareable door that Jack could have gotten on just because I am in that kind of mood.
Let go. I promise.
I am triggered. Do you know how hard good men are to come by? She could have just scooted over. Speaking of Leonardo DiCaprio, the end of the year means the end of relationships. If I only text you about homework for Anth 103, guess what? After our final exam, I am sorry to tell you, but our journey has come to an end. It has been nice knowing you, saved in my phone as Danny Anth, and I will always treasure the times we had only talking about Anth. Maybe one day we will look back on Anth and remember all the good times we had. But all that fun for a diploma, right? You know, I know someone who also got a degree in theater, and they make balloon animals in the mall. So, looks like my future is so bright I am staring into the sun. Or more like staring into an operating table light, because looks like donating my eggs will be my only source of income. Good. Illini friends, have an awesome, happy, amazing break. You deserve it. Go get that Panera Combo Mix 2 deal and sleep. And just remember, if I can do it, then so can you. Good morning, Illini. This has been Charlotte's Take.
Well, I'm here with some GMI present people. Ha! Okay, everyone hates me. It's fine. So maybe next season our new producers will get, be a little more used to my humor. So, Stephen, why don't you go ahead and talk about the future of GMI?
Awesome. So right now we got our 3 current producers, then we got 2 of next semester's producers. As one of them's a familiar face, but you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Right, I'm Andrea Flores. You know me as your UI7 news correspondent this semester, and I'll be producing next semester.
And I'm Manny Bunton, and I'm new to GMI, so I'm looking forward to next semester.
Okay, well, you saw we did all semester, especially you. So what are you guys most excited about going forward with Good Morning Illini?
I'm just excited to bring something new, focus a little less on the news and more on the fun stuff, and bring something new to the show.
And I'm just looking forward to produce some great content for everyone and hang out with some awesome people on Friday mornings.
Okay, well, you saw some of the amazing content we did this semester, and it's full of late nights, coming in at 10, leaving at 2, so I suggest don't take a Thursday night class till 9:30 p.m. But what might be the biggest challenge for you guys next semester with Good Morning Illini? How are you going to get over that?
In terms of challenges, I can't see too many just because working with our current staff, it's just everyone's so great, but just making sure everyone makes their deadlines.
Pretty much the same thing for me. It will be a little bit easier for us next semester with the class, so there shouldn't be as many problems getting content in.
Yeah, going to meet some new faces next semester. Going to be a really exciting time. So
I can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait to have you February 8th, 2019.
Yep, that'll be the first show.
2019.
That doesn't sound like a real year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's crazy. We are so excited that you guys are joining us and cannot wait to see what awesome content you're going to produce next season. But to get us back on track for this season, earlier this week, U of I student Grace Park came in our studio and sung a Christmas favorite, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Enjoy.
Let your heart be light. From now on, her troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, her troubles will be miles away. And here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, yeah, they're near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang our shining star upon the highest bough, and
that's our show for today. Oh, Malik. It just completely slipped my mind. I'm sorry.
You trying to push me?
I'm sorry. I'm just
should
worried about life without you, Malik. What am I gonna do? But enough about me. What are you gonna do post-graduation?
Well, Chris, it's funny that you ask. I'm actually gonna be a motivational speaker, but for now, I'll be living in a van down by the river.
So Malik's gonna do great things.
Looking forward for you.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Actually, no. What are you doing after graduation?
I actually have a job over in Bloomington as a embedded technology engineering recruiter for Aerotech. So
that's amazing.
I'm a corporate sellout, so that's my last fun thing I'm ever gonna do in my life. So that's okay.
He's all grown up.
He's all grown up. And you guys are leaving us too? Where are you going?
But we'll be back.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, I'll be in Prague.
And I'll be in Spain.
Yeah.
I'll be missing my mom, missing GMI, but
me too.
Trying to great adventure.
Trying to speak Czech. I don't know how that. I'll tell you how that goes.
Well, good luck. You should do some like on the site recording and then send it in for like a GMI abroad.
You'll still see us. You can't about that easily.
We'll still have plenty of disasters and things from us for sure.
Yeah.
But that's our show for today. Thanks for watching.
We will be back next semester, well, I guess some of us, with some new faces, new segments, and of course, a great time.
But before we go, let's take a look back at the past semester.
Make it a great day
and
good
morning, Illini!
Wait, what are you hooligans doing? It's Friday. You guys having fun?
Yay! Got some stuff.
This anchor duo is extremely frightful.
What's up, Sammy?
It's fall!
Oh, I'm not sure I'm ready to go to college yet.
I-O-O.
I.
Yes!
I don't mind spending every day out on the corner.
I think that me and Chris are going to start a band here pretty soon.
Oh, are you?
It's just going to happen.
You're playing an instrument while you're doing this. It's like
A little lack of strength, but I'd do it again.
Every day they make it fresh. They didn't make the playoffs. You know who did? Zoinks!
the fact that Tommy was filming on ice skates while this is happening, like totally steady.
Here's my tip for new anchors. Try not to let a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Alaskan named Caitlin steal all your spotlight.
Can you say his last name?
Dimansunu.
Georgie.
Cold fudge.
Cold fudge.
Cold fudge.
I'm going to St. Louis this weekend. Why are you going? Wait, why are you going to St. Louis?
What the heck?
That's
here. Live from Richmond Studio.
Yes.
Italian cuisine. Yes. We're like.
Call me Grill Daddy Cardell.
And believe it or not, that was Rebecca's best take for playing pool, and that was terrible. I'm sorry. I play way much better than that, and I'm not that good.
It's raining sideways.
It's spooky season, holiday season.
What a brown sugar. Never hurt anybody.
We're in the middle of midterm season, which can be overwhelming.
Have you ever thought about meditation as a way of dealing with stress? No, never. Well, you should try it.
I'm really sorry about your arm, Tom. It's like stressing me out.
Oh man, she scratched my ear.
I think fall's great. I think we're gonna.
Speaking of fall.
Looking for a Fred on Green Street.
The weather outside is frightful. Actually, just cut myself, so that's fun. No, I'm okay. No, not bleeding.
Oh yeah, we're good here.
We gotta make that change. We'll get up to 300.
We're going to have a perfect team. I don't think that works that way though.
No.
Hoping Lincoln gives me some good luck next semester.
My first and last time dancing at the Union.
You want some?
It's always next year. And I'm in a great mood. Let's go find out what U of I students think about having to wait again until next year.